fight, never wary, I wanna be legendary.
We are live. Woohoo! Happy Halloween! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. What's up? What's up? What's up? I'll tell you what's up. We had a fire day of fishing today. A fire day in just a few hours. And then I realized that the camera overheated. Well, the phone did. The phone overheated. So there was that. And then you guys didn't get to see anymore. You guys see I'm a doctor. I'm a doctor today. Yeah, so I figured this is a pretty funny little Halloween costume. It's just a joke, okay? It's just a joke. So yeah, so we went ahead and did some awesome fishing today. We started off with the mouth, and we searched back in the channel, and no, not a psychologist. Oh, that's awesome, psychologist. Oh, we're dropped. What's in the world? Okay, that got interesting pretty quick. That's not on me. All right. And with the refresh, nice proctologist. Yeah, no, bass fisherman, you guys. Bass fisherman. So we'll see who's hanging out. What's up? We'll say hey. Who are we saying hey to tonight? I think we're saying hey, Kristen J, Robert Sharp, Wes Sims, Gary's in the house. What are you guys doing, man? Hanging out, proctologist. That's awesome. Yeah, no, I'm going to be a bass fisherman. You're going to see, man. It's going to happen one day. It's going to happen. Today was pretty good, dude. Today we had a good time, though. I can't lie to you. Enjoyed that one pretty good. Oh, my buddy Bobby just sent me. Yeah, no, I told you, Bobby. Ruggles, I already told you my seat's on your porch. I left my seat on my buddy's porch. So, yeah, not the best day. Not the best day of fishing for your boy this weekend. I fished on Saturday, man. I fished with my buddy Bobby Ruggles. We had a good time, man. We had a little tournament, and we were doing all right. We found a little problem with the pearl. We did. We found a little problem with the pearl. We got a little bit of an issue. Something's going on with the live well flap. I'm not quite sure what it is. I'm sorry, guys, if you experienced some kind of drop frame there. It's not my fault, man. I just saw it in my internet went like this for a split second. So I don't know what occurred. We're going to get back on it, though. So live fishing today, boys, was pretty good. I decided to throw the swim baits. I'm sorry, the spinner baits. Not the best idea. Not the best idea at all. I don't recommend anybody throwing. No, I'm just kidding. I couldn't make it happen, man. No matter how hard I tried today, guys, I was throwing that thing into some of the heavy cover, into the light cover. We discovered one of our rods has got some bad line, and that thing just snap-o'd. So we put that on some heavier braid and went to town. But it ended up being the inclusive bait, man. We ended up finding a pattern. Hold on one second. We're going to show you guys what that pattern was. So we started out in the mouth of the lake today, and it was, well, at the mouth of the channel. The wind I knew was about to pick up something crazy. So we'd talked to a couple of guys when we were pulling in, and they were like, yeah, we're doing all right. We got 3. And I was like, oh, okay, good deal. Back in the back by the bridge. I'm like, back in the back by the bridge, huh? What's up, Gary? Yeah, no. I went back there, man. There was nothing back there. We had a lot more fun. Oh, let me hit this button. I don't like that thing looking all distorted. Give me a second. There you go. Okay, there. Now it shows the sign. That's not so weird now for me. Sorry, guys. It's tough, man. All right, let me go to my channel. Hold on. All right, here we go, guys. You ready? All right, let's go. So here was today, man. I don't know if you guys caught this. I got to start a whole section. It says there's one still coming up. I'm going to go ahead and just delete this. Oh, I can't delete from here. So here was today, man. It kind of rocked. I had a little bit of issue with the... For those of you guys who were out on the grind with me today, hold on. Because we're about to go into the docks.
Look how hot it is out here, boys.
So today we figured up a pretty good little pattern, dude. And I'm going to show you right
Nothing
now.
in box 1.
So we started checking the boxes. I call them boxes. It's the little areas that you can get into inside and underneath the docks.
Check
So I
box
just
number
wanted to
2.
check it out, right?
Another great cast. Got it.
That was a good hook
It's a
set.
big. Oh, boys, it's a tank. It's a serious tank. Might be 8 pounds, maybe more. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on.
All right, so the 8 pounds, maybe more. So come to find out, this thing ran my line into the dock. Basically, it cut into the dock itself, the braided line. And dude, I played hell getting it out. It felt like a beast. And then that fish came right out into where it took it off, basically broke the splinter off itself on the wood for the post that the line cut through. Yeah, not good times, dude. So it felt real heavy in the beginning, only because it was actually, my line was cutting into the wood of the dock post.
Oh, boy, she decided she's awake now. Oh, no, she's a 4-pounder for sure. Oh, boys, look at this. You ready for this, dude? Oh, my goodness, boys. Oh, man. Lip skin trick. That's a beautiful 4-pound fish, dude. Absolutely. Oh, I had him hooked. Sweet. Looky here. You're not going to miss that. That thing is in the roof just
That's
right.
a perfect hook
Hi.
set,
I
dude.
know. I know. You're getting ready to flip out. I got you. Relax. I got to get this hook out of you. Don't get so mad.
So we tested out the new scale. Okay, just so you guys know, we got a chance to test out the new scale. And there was a couple of moments today, just so we're clear. Let's get back to it. I didn't realize the audio was so bad, guys. I'll fix it. That was it was a rough day. By the way, did anybody see that really sweet hoodie I got on there? Can anybody see that? It's got an HS ghost in the actual hood itself, plus the ghost skull on the sleeve. Yeah, that thing's sick, dude. That's the no quarter hoodie, performance hoodie. That thing is pretty sweet, you guys. Just so you can see my cast. I think it was the next cast. Hold on. There it is. There's the one right up on the seawall there.
Got it. Oh, boys, another puller. Oh, another puller, boys. Oh, I hear the tinky, tinky, tinky. We could be up in another 3-pounder. Nah, maybe a little bit less. Maybe a little bit less. Maybe a 2 1/4. Maybe a 2 1/4. Let's find out. Wow, look at there.
All right. And then we came back just for giggles. I missed a couple of fish. That was not good times. And we had our spooktacular Halloween moment, you guys. Check this out. That's the only reason why I came down here. Part of the Halloween spectacular. The Halloween spectacular. I had to take the mic off to charge the phone. Got another one. I'm like frozen. I'm frozen like, I'm like reliving this moment in my head, man. We did it again. What? Look at this, boys. Wow. We had to try it one more time on the way back, boys. Here you go. I'll give you an idea what I was doing. Your boys' casts were on today, dude. I was putting the boat in like perfect position for my cast style. That thing was hitting the seawall in the back. Look at that. Right off the cast, dude. I didn't realize you guys caught a glitch there. Sorry, man. We're doing it live. You know what I'm saying? Boys. Is there anybody even watching? Because if you are, you're getting to see a sleigh fest, baby. Wow. Lip skin trick. Just had her by the old lip skin. But it didn't stop there. This is the very next cast, dude. Perfect skip into door number 3. Might not be anything else in there. Get a turn. You guys are catching me reliving my moment here. I don't know where it ended. Number 5 off the same spot. And then that's literally 100 yards. All right, here we go. I turned back in. Literally within 130 yards, we put 7 fish together today. Bro, my backhand skip cast was on point today. But it's all about boat placement, man. All right, this was the meltdown moment. Whoa. Boys. Oh, it just got real. It just got real, boys. Oh, get off of there. Get off of Oh, I'm just mouthing. I'm laughing, dude. The reel got stuck in the net. I mean, that's the kind of day I had, dude. That's the kind of day. It was absolutely atrocious, you guys. What an absolutely atrocious day, if I do say so myself, man. Goodness. So let's see what the final weight was. If you get a chance to watch that live fishing, you ought to check that out. It was a pretty good fishing day, dude. It was pretty good. There was some meltdowns. Like I said, guys, I'm doing it live, so it's a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? In the aspect of I can't control what occurs in that amount of time that I'm live. Do you understand what I mean by that? I can't control it. If it's a good day, it's a good day. If it's a bad day, it's a bad day. If we find a pattern, we're on it. If we don't find the pattern, we're hunting the whole time. You know, today we hunted for an hour, dude, and then crushed it. Let's see what the final score was on the day. Okay, so our little fish on the day was 1.52. We had a 257, a 213, and a 238 plus a 317. So let's add that with the 317. What does that give us? All right, hold on. I got to do math. Let me grab my calculator here. Let me just give me a second. We're going to do this together. All right, boys and girls. Today's weight on 5 fish. Where's my light? Okay. 1.52 plus 2.57 plus 2.13 plus 2.38 plus 3.17. 1177, boys. Can you guys see that? You guys can't even see that. 1177, boys and girls, was today's 5 fish weight in a 4-hour fish. So I think we figured it out today, boys. I think we did pretty good, man. Not bad at all for a quick little run-in tourney like that. It wasn't even a tournament. It was just me kind of putting myself into a situation where I could see what I would bring in if I just really went out and did it. I missed one bigger fish than the 317. That 317 was a 335, but when I went down with the scale to press the button to freeze it, and it lost that little bit, like 2 ounces of weight, because I think the fish like burped or something. But nonetheless, man, still a fantastic day. Almost 12 pounds. Man, the stream cut out earlier. I saw 6 catches. Good job. Yeah, no, the stream cut out because the phone overheated. Yeah, I had the umbrella on, but it wasn't on for like an hour, and I knew right off the bat, I was like, I just cooked the phone. Because once the temperature goes up, there's no cooling mechanism to those things. You guys missed another 3 fish, but nothing large enough to affect the final count on 5 fish. So 1177 for 5 fish real quick. Little pattern. 6 pulled on the same area within a couple, maybe 100, 110, 120 yards. So I was really pleased with that. I mean, we put our head down. We really, really stroked it. We didn't blow by anything. We really worked our way through. And I think using that slow, methodical situation, you know, our slow, methodical style of fishing, we ended up finding a lot of fish today. We could have continued moving and fishing in the moving water. I saw a lot of fish in the moving water. I went to some of the deeper areas. That's where the phone cut out. That's where the power ran out, and caught some more fish, but not big fish. They were small fish. I'm still trying to get myself in a situation where I can pull some bigger fish in some deeper water that I can give you guys some signal so you guys can see that. The main lake, I can't do the wind. I really can't. So it makes it a little bit tougher for me than I can handle right now. But, you know, again, I'm just a dude, man. I'm learning all this stuff. So not a bad day. Thrown a frog? Yeah, I know. I think that, you know, DeLoco, I was going to do something like that, and I thought about it, and I had something that I could tie on, and all I got to thinking was it's either going to end up being like a giant bass or the world's largest mudfish. You know what I mean? Bowfin. I do not want to deal with a giant bowfin with 2 huge frog hooks in its mouth, because it's not going to be as much fun as I thought it was going to be. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't see that as, woohoo, here's what I want to do today. Because I really thought about throwing a frog, and I was like, dude, you throw a frog in there and it ends up being mudfish happy heaven. You're going to be so mad, dude. So mad. But figured out the new scale, so that's exciting. I spent no time with the scale this weekend. I attempted it. I didn't know how to use it. Buddy's proficient with his scale, so he was on it. Yeah, I was locked in the. Yeah, when you're on it, dude, when you figure that pattern out, and like we've been saying, man, the temperature with everything that's going on with the time of year, the temperature change, the moon cycle change, the longer nights, the little shorter days, cooler temperatures, fish are stacking up. Now's the time where you can get in an area and just rip 6 right quick in the same 100 and 110 yards. There's 6, 7, 8, 10, 15 fish in that short little area. But where else are there? Nowhere. They're nowhere else. I mean, I'm being facetious. I'm sure there's tons of fish everywhere, but not everywhere. When you do find one, you're going to tend to find 5, 6, 7, 8 of the same size. We proved that today. Once we left that area, the fish got smaller, way smaller. But there was a bunch of them. You know what I'm saying? There was a ton of them. Matter of fact, I caught a little bait fish. I don't know if you guys saw that one. I don't even know if the camera was on. I had to turn the screen down because I saw the temperature going up on the phone. So I turned the screen brightness down so I couldn't see comments. I couldn't see anything. I didn't know if we were on or not. And then I finally one time went to, check the phone, tap the screen to see if I could see what the chat was doing, and to tap and nothing. And then I clicked power and nothing. And then it gave me the warning circle with the caution sign in the middle of it. So I know I'm overheated. I don't want to do anything. But we found a pretty good pattern today. I had a good time, man. I really did. I think you guys enjoyed that too. And that was a good solid get it. That was a good solid get it moment for all of us, man. That was cool. I enjoyed that, man. I like those days. I'm waiting for us to get back out on the flats. Once I can get back out on the flats again, we can go bigs and bigs and bigs and bigs. That's important. Right now, that was a pretty decent day. I had a good time. Very efficient. I missed 3. Again, I missed 3 fish today. Dude, the tournament on Saturday was horrible. You guys want a story time? Let's hit a story time. So my buddy invites me down to this tournament on Saturday, right? And I'm like, yeah, man, absolutely. Let me see what's going on. Let me make sure my other plans, whatever. I got 10,000 different things to do, right? So long story short, I get down to his house. It's 11:30 at night, right? And we got to be up at 4 because we got to still drive to the lake and put the boat in and everything else, right? So we get there. I get the boat put in. I back down, I put the boat where it needs to be. We swap out. I get in the boat. I go to crank it. Check the primer ball. Done. And you guys know me, man. My boat fires right up. You know what I mean? I don't get too much time. We're good. The pearl starts, thank God. You know what I mean? Nothing. I go to give it to it again. And this goes on for 30 seconds. I'm cranking it to kill the battery style. I'm just so pissed off right now. Okay, I hear the electronic choke kick in. I know we should be fired up right now. Guy standing on the bank says, hey man, if you can't, get it off the ramp, bud, just go ahead and leave it on the trailer and pull it up and figure out what's wrong with it and then let these other guys in. I'm like, no, man, I'll come off with the trolling motor. So I go ahead and just put the trolling motor down and just pull off my freaking trailer with the trolling motor, dude. Now at this point, I'm super embarrassed. You understand? I've never met any of these people. They all seem terribly nice, but at the same time, man, I'm kind of like the new guy who's just in the way. There's nobody with a boat that's more than 2 years old. And I'm talking expensive ones. So I'm kind of outclassed here by a ton. But that's okay. Because we just got a mega imaging update. All right. No problem. I go ahead and pop that thing in the old mega imaging. Fire it up. And oh, by the way, it's going to be 20 minutes. This it's got a timer, so this update's going to take about 20 minutes. And I'm like, oh my God, dude. So I allow it to start the update. So I jump in the back and I'm like, man, I need to figure out what's going on with this boat, right? So I make sure we're in neutral. I make sure we're good. I pop the cowl off. I go get my cold start spray because I'm thinking maybe she's just cold. So I spray some cold start in there and nothing. Dude, I got no idea. I checked the valve. I checked the selector switch for the gas tanks. I checked the primer ball. I got nothing. I go to sit down and I realize, dude, my kill switch isn't attached. When I jumped in the boat in the dark of the morning, 5:15, I sat on my kill switch chain, which pulled the kill switch, which does not allow the motor to start. I had to use a key to put it back up, and then boop, she fires right up. Now I'm keeping the mosquitoes away because at this point I've been cranking on this thing going on like, 3 minutes worth of cranking over the last like 5 minutes, which means there is a ton of fuel in every cylinder, and she's about to unleash the two-stroke bat signal, like when Batman gets away. Like it's a full-on smoke screen at this point, dude. I'm super embarrassed, right? No problem, though. Not a big deal. I turn around. We start fishing, man. And the graph finally updates. Everything's great. We fish. We got 5 fish within the first maybe 30 minutes. I am 0 for 6. You heard me correctly. 0 for 6, boys and girls. I got a bite on my first, my third, sorry, my leg itches. My first, my third cast, like my 5th cast, and like my 12th cast, and like my 15th cast. And I have hooked up, I got drag, ping, 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 where we got fish moving. We can see line going in, baits out. This happened 6 times to start the day. To give you an idea, I didn't realize until the very end of the day when I went to put my worm back on my rod to put the sock on, the rod sock, that the barb had broken off. Somehow in the course of the day, skipping this thing around docks and hitting stuff, I managed to chip the barb off. So every fish that I was hooking when I went to turn the fish, it was just coming right out of its mouth. And it was occurring all day. And I didn't realize that until the end of the day. So kill switch, check your barb when you miss fish. Make sure your tackle is sharp and ready. You know what I mean? Like take the time to tie the stuff that you need on before you go out there. Take the time to do things like updates on your navigation software before you go out there. Take the time to kind of plan your trip and know what you got going on before you go out there. Not like 1 o'clock in the morning. Don't do that. Don't plan your trip at 1 o'clock in the morning. It'll leave you with a lot of indecision the following day. Needless to say, we also found another issue with the live well in the Pearl. For some reason, this thing's not holding water. We made a quick 15-20 minute trip back from where we were fishing to the weigh-in, and the live well emptied out. We lost 3 fish. Can't call dead fish. That's not right. So we took the penalties and went from 1st to 4th. And we didn't even come close on big fish. I think we lost that by like 2 or 3 ounces. It was close, but not close at all. So we needless to say, drove home crying, sad, distraught, especially after making the statement to start the tournament. All we got to do is fish clean, bro. That's all we got to do. We just have to fish clean. Famous last words, dude. Absolutely. One of those days. You're not kidding. I mean, it started out with chaos, dude. Pulling the boat off the trailer with the trolling motor was probably just a signal to my brain that this was not going to go well. Needless to say, I mean, we had a great day. Once the winds picked up in the late afternoon, I kind of had the times down. I knew if we could get, between certain times in the areas that we wanted to get, we would be okay. But once the winds started picking up, it was a 15 sustained for about an hour and then went to gusting of 25 and 30. So we were tucked back in as many channels as we could possibly be tucked in, but unfortunately the direction that the wind was blowing brought it down the majority of the channels. So you really didn't have a choice if you were trying to stay off, the wall, or if you were trying to stay into a current that you could actually manage to fish. Yeah, that was tough. That was really tough when the boat was moving. 25 mile an hour gust puts a little love in the boat. There was no real big water, so that we didn't have that issue. It wasn't like being out on Harris and having the wind come through. It was more like just being in a wake zone, the occasional, only when it gust. But nonetheless, man, he's a fantastic fisherman, and I had a good time. I've got to fish much cleaner. When I recognize or notice that we've got an issue of me losing maybe 1, 2 fish, maybe it's time to check the hook. With 3, no, you know what? You're just not having it. 4, it's fine. We're gonna pull it together. 5, and then 6. It was like, yeah, no, man, I'm having a really bad day. But the worst part about it is I did hook up a bunch of fish after I missed 6. So I didn't really pay much attention to it. I just started retrieving a lot different. The hook set was still there. It's just I didn't turn the fish around anymore. I brought them straight to the net. I put the drag down a little bit and just brought them straight to the net, because I figured at that point it was going to be a lot easier. And I know what you guys are thinking. Did you film anything? No. And I'll tell you why I didn't film, man. I was so focused on fishing that immediately from the start of the day, there was no thought of setting up any kind of gear. Once my brain melted down over the boat not starting and then the trolling motor off the trailer, I was like, today is not a day for me to have go. Oh, let me tell you. So I also forgot the call beam. I also forgot the GoPro remotes. The remote for the GoPros, and I also forgot something else and that I can't remember now. But nonetheless, I ended up even leaving my seat down at Buddy's house to make it worse, which I told him I left my seat after I got home, but I guess he didn't read the text. So it's no big deal, though. I'll go down and get it, or he'll come up. He's a BFL, so he'll be up here in the Harris chain here soon. And if he comes up, he can bring it up, or I'll go down if he's got another crazy little tournament down there that I can get into. Maybe we'll see. I got to fix this issue we got. As far as fishing, guys, today was a 5. We are in like 2.6 for the next 7 days. So maybe we're going to have to see if next Tuesday is going to be Grind Fest or Struggle Fest 2023 right here at the end of the year. We might make a call on not fishing and doing boat maintenance, but then again, we might not. We might just go out and struggle, because I kind of need to go out and struggle. It makes me feel better about myself and the people around me. You know what I mean? Nonetheless, man, it was a good time, and we'll continue having good times, guys. I appreciate everybody hanging out today. I hope some people got a chance to see today's adventure. I hope people had a good time. I hope you guys enjoyed all the conversation this evening. It is Halloween, though. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to get myself into a little bit of a relax mode, because it was a rough day. The grind was real, but I had a good time. I'm glad you guys got a chance to come along. I'm sorry I didn't do the spinnerbait episode. I thought maybe if we ended up banging them on the spinnerbait today, it would make an even better episode. I haven't gone out this week. Been distracted by time flies. Oh, nice. yeah, I gotta go do me some fly fishing. It's getting cold enough that that's gonna actually work. There's gonna be some crappie and stuff like that coming around, so flies will be fun. We'll see. Nonetheless, man, we're gonna make a call on next week. Come probably Monday of next week. We'll see what the weather's like. I'm not too keen on going out on like a 2.6 day. That's always a struggle. Even worse than we already struggle. I mean, you can't go out and kill it all the time, though. Let's just be honest, man. If that was the case, you would be doing this for a living. And I don't do this for a living. Not yet. Maybe one day. We shall see. Well, guys, if you got anything going on tonight, be safe. Turn your porch lights off if you're not playing. Happy Halloween to everybody. And remember, guys, it's been real. It's been fun. We'll see you guys on the next one. See ya.